Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning.
Good morning.
On this beautiful Monday morning, good morning to the wind and the humidity. Okay, but that's all right. That's all right. This is a beautiful occasion, and I am so happy to be here. A very significant occasion. City of Newport News, Juneteenth raising of the flag ceremony. My name is Janet Roach. I bring you greetings from 13 News Now. Very happy to be here. Very happy to be a citizen of the great city of Newport News. So welcome, everyone. Today we gather in reverence to honor freedom. Not just the freedom etched into law on June 19, 1865, but the freedom that was spoken into being by the voices of those who were never meant to be heard. The freedom that was carved out by the hands that toiled, feet that marched, and hearts that believed even in the face of bondage. While Juneteenth originated in Texas, as we all know, its significance deeply resonates with Virginia history. As we know, Virginia was the site of the first enslaved Africans' arrival in 1619. I was so proud to be able to tell that story in a documentary. Virginia was the site of the first enslaved Africans in 1619, and by the start of the Civil War, it held over 500,000 enslaved people. This year, our theme is I Speak Freedom. It is not just a catchy phrase, it is a declaration. I speak freedom, a promise, a remembrance. Today's program is a living story. It's a journey from change to choice, from silence to voice. We begin our ceremony grounded in honor and tradition. We will first hear the national anthem, a song that has marked moments of triumph and challenge in this country. Yet even as it celebrates freedom, we must acknowledge that freedom did not always arrive at the same time or in the same way for everyone. So as the anthem swells with patriotic pride, it reminds us of the work still unfinished. So immediately following, we will join together in singing Lift Every Voice and Sing after we do the national anthem. And this is a sacred hymn. For those of you who don't know, it was written by James Weldon Johnson in 1900 and set to music by his brother. It gave voice to people who were still fighting for their full place in America, a people who had been told to wait, to be quiet, to endure. And instead they chose to sing. This song is a testimony. It is the sound of generations who spoke freedom in the language of faith, perseverance, and unity. It is freedom spoken in verse, in memory, and in hope. And so with honor and understanding, we begin this ceremonial journey. And we ask that you please stand for the presentation of colors by the Newport News United Honor Guard. And please remain standing as we hear the national anthem performed by Jerry Hairston, followed by the singing of Lift Every Voice and Sing performed by Natalie Roberts. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light was so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleam, whose fought strives and bright stars through the galaxy hide. Oh, the ramparts we watch were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Right, face. Forward, march. Left.
Lift every voice and sing till earth and heaven ring, ring with the harmony of liberty. Let our rejoicing rise high as the listening skies. Let it resound loud as the rolling sea. Sing a song full of the faith that the dark past has taught us. Sing a song full of the hope that the present has brought us. Facing the rising sun of our new day begun. Let us march on till victory is won.
And you may be seated.
I wish I knew how it would feel to be free. I wish I could break all the chains holding me. I wish I could say all the things that I should say 'em loud, say 'em clear for the whole round world to hear. I wish I could share the love that's in my heart. Remove all the bars that keep us apart. I wish you could know what it means to be me. Then you see and agree that every man should be free. I wish I knew how it would feel to be free. I wish I could break all the chains on me. I wish I could say all the things that I should say. Say them so loud, say them so clear, for the whole round world to
I wish I knew how it would feel to be free, and that was performed by Janae Veal. Thank you so much. Let's give her another hand. All right, we are honored to welcome the mayor of this great city of Newport News, Mr. Philip Jones, who will bring us the occasion marking not only what today means in our city, but why this moment in history matters more than ever.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome, and thank you for being here for this powerful and deeply meaningful moment. Today, we gather not only to raise a flag, but also to tell a story, to share a legacy. We raise the Juneteenth flag to mark a turning point in American history, to remind ourselves of the journey that it represents. A journey that began in change, but speaks now in freedom. Juneteenth commemorates June 19th, the day when word of emancipation finally reached the last enslaved Black Americans in Galveston, Texas, more than 2 years after the Emancipation Proclamation was signed. That delay was not accidental. It was a reflection of a truth we must continue to confront, that freedom, too often, comes slowly, reluctantly, and unevenly to far too many individuals. But, as we all know, still it came. And when it did, it brought with it a chorus of voices that had been silenced for far too long. Today, our theme is I Speak Freedom. Declaration, a commitment, a continuation of the voices that rose up through centuries of struggle, whispered prayers, through coded songs, courageous uprising, and tireless organizing. And here in Newport News, we speak freedom, not just through ceremony, but through action. We speak freedom when we invest in communities long left behind. We speak freedom, we listen to our youth and believe in their potential. We speak freedom when we build policies rooted in fairness, when we all lead with compassion, accountability, and justice for all. As a city, we are committed to equity. We are committed to creating spaces where every voice matters and no one is asked to hide their identity. So today, as we raise this flag, let it be a reminder of the past, but also a call to the present. Let it wave above us as a banner of resilience, of progress, and of promise. Because when I say I speak freedom, what I mean is that we all speak for the future. And now, as we continue this moment of recognition, it is my honor to formally present the City of Newport News Proclamation, declaration that not only commemorates this day, but reaffirms our city's commitment to the enduring voices of justice and equality. Can I have Alan and John come up as we do this? So whereas Juneteenth National Freedom Day is a holiday that marks the end of slavery in the United States, commemorates the survival of African Americans who were first brought to this country on slave ships in a month-long journey across the ocean known as the Middle Passage, and whereas approximately 11.5 million African Americans survived the voyage to the New World, with many being subjected to inhumane treatment and forced to submit to slavery for over 200 years. And whereas June 19th commemorates the day freedom was proclaimed to all enslaved people in the South by General Gordon Granger in Galveston, Texas, more than 2.5 years after the proclamation by President Abraham Lincoln. And whereas Juneteenth is a time to celebrate human freedom and the resilience of African Americans, we reflect on the legacy of slavery and rededicate ourselves to justice and opportunity for all Americans. And whereas Americans of all creed, colors, cultures, religions, and countries of origin share a common love and respect for that freedom, as well as determination to protect their right to freedom. Now, therefore, I, Philip Jones, Mayor of the City of Newport News, do hereby proclaim June 19th as Juneteenth National Freedom Day here in the City of Newport News, and encourage all citizens to acknowledge the African American spirit and pay tribute to the roles of everyone who enrich our society. Thanks, everyone.
Good morning. All right, so I am honored to be here with you guys today to celebrate freedom. And so I'm going to ask that you help me. Is that all right? I need y'all to talk louder than that. I'm going to ask that you help me. Is that all right? Okay, so I am a counselor and a pastor by trade. That means I'm used to people talking back to me, okay? All right, so I need you to help me with this spoken word. And when I point to you, I need for you from your soul to say, I speak freedom. Is that all right? Can we practice it right quick? 1, 2, 3. I speak freedom. Okay, thank you very much. I want to share with you this morning an original piece composed by yours truly, entitled, I Speak Freedom. Since the inaugural breath of humanity, I have been. At its core, in its soul, a rhythmic pulse that lies within, oftentimes buried under the sinews and tissues that create the experience of man, oftentimes blurred by the miscues and issues that attempt to poison destined with damned. The symphony directly connected to the moment you were called to be, given structure by the great conductor into time from eternity, where coincidence deferred to design and chaos conceded to order, where creation's echo was sublime and light was bestowed with no borders. I was there. Not merely as a witness to you, but as a resource through who would be able to stand true, dodging the temptation to be brand new. And whether obstacles were many or few, your zeal would keep the main thing in view: freedom. And although you know my name, I'm afraid you've lost the meaning. Shackles seem to be multiplied with no hope of hope reconvening. The notion of neighbor has been erased, the theory of narcissism taken its place, and the race that was once engineered by a dream's become a race to engineer their demise with a meme, consuming scenes of behavior, off-putting at best, programmed by what we see without considering the rest. While the rest that we need attempts to evade our souls, we're reminded of God's promise never to leave us alone. So we wrestle. All the more, we fight faith's fight down to the core. And although tired and sometimes sore, the sight of you makes worth the war. Freedom is still worth fighting for. And I speak freedom. Many of us were raised to make the most of opportunities, find ways to excel in life and uplift our communities, to see those downtrodden and to extend to them a hand, to convince those in the throes of trials that they too are able to stand, to empower those around us to maximize your gift, knowing that they make room for more and in life can cause a shift, to bear the burdens of others, to care about their sorrows, to empathize with their pain, and to pray for their tomorrows, to be a voice for the voiceless, to override the chatter, to climb success's ladder and prove that all lives matter. When you judge me, you were wrong. I was more than just a song, but the beat drop to hip hop gave me space and made me strong. And in a world where I felt ostracized and sometimes all alone, the culture was the place that I was safe and I called home. It didn't make me, it sustained me. It didn't birth me, but it changed my worth. See, up until then, I didn't know my words had force, but with goodness as my source, I changed my course with no remorse and made my purpose to endorse the strength of others, reinforce the promise of clusters who've accepted the lie that there's not a better way. The proof is in the fact that we're standing here today. But in the world that seemed vastly different than the one I grew up in, when I reminisce on yesterday, I quickly see a trend. It was a world not focused on self, but on the help that we could lend. The table that was better when we all had a seat, not beaten down, statistic bound and under someone else's feet. The way to excel wasn't dragging others through hell while trying to quell the existence of their radical resistance. Together, we were always better, pushing against the segregated view. Do you recall when you stood for freedom? Now let freedom stand for you. Unashamed, unapologetic, bold, no matter how deep the night. With truth, resolve, we'll face the darkness, and instead we'll be the light. You used to know my name. Rediscover the meaning, stand against shadows, and that stop hope from reconvening. The notion of neighbor has been erased, the theory of narcissism taken its place, and the race that was once engineered as a dream's become a race to engineer their demise with a meme, consuming scenes of behaviors off-putting at best, programmed for what we see without considering the rest, while the rest that we need attempts to evade our souls. We're reminiscing on God's promise to never leave us alone, so we wrestle. All the more we fight faith's fight down to the core, and although tired and sore, the memory of you makes me want you more. Freedom is still worth standing for, and I speak freedom. 125 years after it was first sung, the road's still stony, the rod's still bitter, the pain's not phony. There's a whole lot of people still looking for boots. There's a whole lot of straps that's still swinging real loose. We were given a challenge to pull ourselves up. Lifted voice, some had a choice, didn't pull themselves up. Crime in some communities pulled itself up. Too many mothers stand weeping as hearses pull up. We've reached a turning point and the matter is quite severe. We can't expect others to value what we ourselves will not hold dear. I say this with abiding love. We must develop consistency. We can't holler, stop snitching when we hurt each other, then march against the enemy. When the greatest enemy is the inner me, my reluctancy to be what he created me to be. Fearfully and wonderfully made in his image, given purpose and destiny, regardless of my lineage. When Malcolm said, by any means, I know what he had in mind. But I wonder what would happen if we had more in mind. By any means necessary, I'll do homework with my child. I'll fight to hold their innocence and maintain their smile. By any means necessary, I'll talk to the kids on lock and try to intervene before they make it back to the block. By any means necessary, I'll create a family structure that shows the power of having both a father and a mother. By any means necessary, I'll work to pay the bills, sacrificing creature comforts and temporary thrills. By any means necessary, I won't just holler at the game, but holler as loud as at the scholastic ceremony when they call your name. Because the Reverend's dream was not his alone, the same stands true for me. That my children and my children's children will stand in liberty, judged by the beauty God placed within, till it can no longer be denied, till the mountains are made low and we stand victorious in the place where our fathers cried. You still know my name, and now you know the meaning. No more chains, no more shackles. Now hope is reconvening. I'm pressing to love my neighbor again. Compassion has its place, extending the courtesy to others that I received through God's grace. Running a race engineered by a king's dream, rather than hate, letting love become the new meme. Consuming knowledge, not behaviors. Enlightenment at best, programmed to change the program while considering the rest. While the rest that I seek is in the God that still speaks. Life to our spirit and marrow to our bones. We are standing because he kept his promise, never to leave us alone. Lord, forgive me, no more running, no more fatigue, more strength is coming. Question, freedom, where are you? It's game time. Freedom, cut me loose. Now I'll wrestle all the more. Fight faith's fight down to the core. Second win, now the encore. I know with you that I can soar. A gift worth holding, I implore. Refusing never to ignore. This truth I know for sure. Freedom is still worth speaking for. And we speak.
Trying to rain on the thunder. Tell the storm I'm new. I'm a wild, come a march on the regular. Painted white flags blue. Lord, forgive me, I've been running blind in truth. I'm a rain on this bitter love. Tell the sweet I'm new. Ooh, I'm telling these tears go and fall away, oh, may the last one burn into flames. Freedom, freedom, I can't move. Freedom, cut me loose. Yeah. Freedom, freedom, where are you? 'Cause I need freedom too. I break chains all by myself. Won't let my freedom rot in hell. Hey, I'ma keep running 'cause the winner don't quit on themselves.
Yeah, let's give them another hand. And Pastor Griffin, thank you. Thank you for waking us up this morning. On this Monday morning, it's game time. You're right. And speaking freedom is something that we have to do on a daily basis. It's something that we always have to continue to think about. Thank you. Well, as we prepare to raise the Juneteenth flag, again, let us do so with reverence. The flag is fabric made of memories of the struggles, the triumphs, and the hopes of ancestors. It is resistance, it is celebration, and it is still becoming. As the flag ascends, may the words of the song you hear rise with it, lifting every hope, every forefather, every dream for a more just, a more free tomorrow. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now I'm found. Was blind, but now I see. Through many dangers, toils, and snares, I have already come. 'Tis grace that brought me safe thus far, and grace will lead me home. Thank you, thank you. And as you just take a moment to look at that flag waving there. So every time you pass by City Hall, every time you walk into those doors, think about what that means. Think about our ancestors. Think about the resistance. Think about the pain and the struggle and the strife to get us where we are today. And then think about how we collectively must continue the legacy and respect and honor what our forefathers did for us. Thank you. Before we conclude, just a few reminders. You'll find a list of all of the Juneteenth events happening across Newport News in your program insert. You can go online and check out the Juneteenth events as well. And remember, we're going to carry forward the words, I speak freedom, not only as a theme, but as a call to action. So thank you so much for coming out this morning, and thank you for inviting me here today. Have a wonderful week.